The moment when the universe waits for you to let go. There is a moment in life when everything seems stuck. You pray, visualize, believe, yet something inside you still resists. It's the fear of control, the impulse to steer the flow of the universe with your own hands. It's like trying to hold water. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. The secret is not in forcing, but in trusting. The universe doesn't respond to your anxiety, it responds to your surrender. When you finally let go, it begins to work in your favor, opening paths that once seemed impossible. Everything that was blocked starts to flow, because true faith doesn't require proof, only trust. The illusion of control. From an early age, we're taught to fight, struggle, and force things to happen. We grow up believing that only effort brings results, and we forget that the power of manifestation lies not in struggle, but in vibration. Struggle is resistance, and resistance is scarcity. The mind that fights cries out to the universe, "I still don't have it." And the universe obediently replies, "Then continue without it." When you stop fighting and start trusting, the signal of your energy changes. The vibration begins to say, "I have already received," and the universe responds, "Then I will send you more." The frequency of surrender. Trusting is not giving up. It's acting from the certainty that everything is being guided. It's the vibration of someone who knows divine timing is perfect. When you trust, you create space for miracles. The blessings trapped in your anxiety find their way through. You begin to notice signs, coincidences, and people appearing at the right time. The universe speaks through these synchronicities, testing whether you truly believe in the unseen. Each time you let go of control, a new flow of possibilities opens, and what once felt distant begins to draw closer. The power of spiritual surrender. Surrender is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's recognizing that there is a higher intelligence guiding everything. When you surrender to faith, resistance ends. Fear loses strength. The mind calms. It is in this state that the law of attraction operates most powerfully, because your energy stops emitting doubt and starts radiating gratitude. And gratitude is the language the universe understands best. It's in that moment you realize what you seek is also seeking you. But it can only find you once you stop running in circles and start trusting the process. The silence that creates miracles. Trust is silent. It doesn't need to prove anything. When the mind quiets, the heart speaks. It's in silence that the answers arrive, not in agitation. God speaks softly, and that's why those who are busy fighting cannot hear him. You don't need to shout your desires. You just need to feel they are already yours. The vibration of certainty is magnetic. It attracts even when you do nothing. It's the power of letting be, of allowing. The true creator doesn't force the seed to sprout. He simply prepares the soil and trusts nature. The universe's tests. When you decide to trust, the universe tests you. It takes away the ground beneath you, erases the path ahead, and watches whether you'll keep believing even without seeing. These are the moments when most people give up, thinking they've lost everything. But what seems like the end is merely the interval between asking and receiving. God's silence is not absence, it's observation. He wants to know if you trust enough to walk in the dark. With each test you pass, your vibration rises, and the higher the vibration, the faster the universe responds. The alignment of faith. Faith isn't expecting everything to happen your way. It's trusting that everything is happening the right way. When you understand this, anxiety disappears. You act without tension. You plan without fear. You dream without haste. This is the frequency of abundance. It's the same energy as the masters and sages, those who manifest easily because they never doubt divine timing. The universe loves calmness. It moves toward those who trust, not those who beg. The magic of acceptance. Acceptance is not the same as resignation. It's saying, I trust that what is happening has a higher purpose. When you accept, your vibration expands. The flow returns. Life smiles again. Everything that once seemed stuck begins to realign. It's as if God says, now that you've stopped fighting me, I can work for you. Magic happens when you leave survival mode and enter surrender mode. In that state, everything that belongs to you finds you effortlessly. The return of energy. When you trust, everything changes, because energy returns multiplied. New people appear, opportunities arise, doors open. The universe gives back double what you offer in faith. It's the cycle of abundance. You let go. The universe acts. You receive. You give thanks. And the cycle begins again. Struggle exhausts. Trust renews. Faith moves. Surrender fulfills. The moment you stop fighting, your soul breathes and your destiny blossoms. The final transformation. In the end, you realize you never needed to fight, only to trust. That everything that went wrong was simply the universe redirecting you, that every delay was protection, that every silence was a test, that every no was a disguised yes. Your entire life changes when your vibration changes, because when you finally trust, the universe conspires, and the miracle that once seemed distant becomes inevitable. Now close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say silently, I release control and trust in the divine flow. Everything is working out for my highest good. The universe heard you. The rest is only a matter of time. The 20 signs the universe sends when you finally trust. When you decide to let go of control, something shifts in silence. The universe begins to respond in subtle, mysterious, yet absolutely real ways. These are signs that only those who trust can perceive, gentle confirmations that the unseen is working in your favor. They are not coincidences, they are messages, and the more you surrender, the clearer they become. 1. The unexplainable calm. The first sign is peace that comes for no reason. Before, your mind was a storm. Now your heart rests even without having all the answers. That calmness is the signal that your soul has aligned with the vibration of trust. You no longer need to chase because you feel you're already on the right path. 2. Coincidences turn into confirmations. Suddenly, everything seems to fit perfectly. You think of someone and they call. You visualize an opportunity and it shows up. It's the universe saying, I saw that you trusted, so here's the proof. Coincidences are the divine language of synchronicity. 3. Time seems to slow down. When you stop fighting, time changes its rhythm. The hours stop being enemies and become allies. You begin to see that everything has a perfect moment and that anxiety doesn't speed anything up. It only pushes what's yours away. 4. Things start flowing with less effort. Projects that once felt stuck begin to move. Doors open, people appear, solutions show up out of nowhere. It's not luck, it's alignment. When you trust, energy flows without resistance. 5. Answers arrive in unexpected ways. You hear a sentence, read a message, watch a video, and feel that it was made for you. It's the universe using reality to guide you. When you let go, you listen. When you fight, you block. 6. Detachment stops hurting. What once held you begins to lose importance. People, situations, and fears dissolve naturally. You understand that what leaves simply makes space for the new to enter. That lightness is a sign of spiritual maturity. 7. You start sleeping better. The body feels what the soul already knows. Deep sleep comes because the mind stopped fighting against tomorrow. Trusting is resting in God. Insomnia is a symptom of control. Rest is the fruit of surrender. 8. Your intuition becomes stronger. You begin to feel what you should do even when you can't explain why. Intuition becomes your compass. The universe speaks first in the silence of the heart, before manifesting in the outer world. 9. Negative people drift away. Naturally, without drama. The environment changes. Conversations that once drained you lose space. The universe rearranges your circle so your new vibration won't be contaminated by the old one. 10. Self-love awakens. You start seeing yourself with more compassion. You realize you no longer need to prove anything. You are worthy of what you desire. The inner battle gives way to acceptance. Self-love is the portal of abundance. 11. Money starts coming from new directions. Not necessarily in large amounts at first, but through small signs that prosperity is finding you again. An unexpected refund, an old client returning, an improbable opportunity. The universe says, "Now that you trust, I can reward you." 12. You feel guided by something greater. Decisions stop feeling heavy. You sense a higher power guiding you. That sensation is the real sign of connection, life's current carrying you effortlessly. 13. Fear begins to lose its power. What once paralyzed you now seems small. You realize fear never had real substance. It was only the absence of faith. Fear disappears when trust becomes your natural state. 14. Gratitude becomes spontaneous. You start giving thanks for no reason, and that's when the miracle begins. Gratitude is the energetic field where abundance blooms. When you thank before receiving, the universe understands it can now deliver. 15. You start attracting brighter people. New connections arise, inspiring souls cross your path. It's a vibrational reflection. Similar energy attracts similar energy. When you trust, you change your field, and the field changes the people around you. 16. Life puts you in the right place at the right time. Even when it seems accidental, you're exactly where you should be. A delay, a cancellation, an unexpected shift. Nothing is random. The universe rearranges the route to align you with your destiny. 17. You feel an inner urge to start over. Something within you awakens. The urge to clean, renew, begin again. It's the signal that the old energy is leaving. The new cycle has begun, and you are ready to receive it. 18. Prayers become more powerful. It's not that God changed. It's that you now pray with true faith. Prayer stops being a request and becomes communion. It's when you pray and already feel the answer, even without words. 19. Small miracles start happening. Often, a problem solves itself out of nowhere. Help arrives at the last minute. Something lost reappears. These small miracles are proof that you are aligned with the divine flow of life. 20. You realize you're no longer alone. The greatest sign of all, loneliness fades. You feel the presence of something greater walking beside you. It's the universe saying, "Now you understand. I never abandoned you. I was just waiting for you to trust." And when you recognize all these signs, something changes forever. You understand the fight was unnecessary, that control was an illusion. The universe never needed your force, only your faith. It doesn't want you to push the path. It wants you to become the path. Every sign is a reminder that everything you've ever sought starts to manifest the moment you relax into the certainty of good. Because trusting is the most powerful form of action. It's allowing God to operate in the unseen while you vibrate in the seen. It's opening your hands and saying, "I trust, I surrender, I allow." From that moment on, the universe understands it can finally work in peace because you've stepped out of the way. And then the miracles begin to multiply. Energy returns, life flows, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable Because when you trust, the universe conspires, faith builds, and the soul rests. That's the state of true abundance. Nothing forced, nothing missing, everything in perfect divine order.